We all should feel privileged to be in healthcare. We are given the opportunity to take care of our patients, our friends, our loved ones, in an environment where, yes, they're in need, but they're reaching out to us, they trust us, they have confidence in us to do the right things. And in return, we do what we can to impact their lives. I don't know any other profession that people will freely give us their trust and confidence 100% without being earned, and where we have the opportunity to touch so many people every day. And that's really a privilege that we need to be aware of and acknowledge and not forget.
Personal best, nothing less.
Personal best, nothing less.
Personal best and nothing less.
Delivering my personal best to me means to try every day to make the patient feel just a little bit better. And I get an opportunity to do that often here at Clinton Memorial.
To me, delivering personal best means treating each patient like a family member. I try and put myself in their shoes and think, what would I want to do for that patient if that was my mother or my grandmother? And I try and give them that care that my family would need or that I would need in the long run. So I try and think of it that way.
To me, my personal best is providing a meal to our patients that they believe they're eating at a 5-star restaurant.
Delivering personal best means going above and beyond what's expected to work as a team and let that patient know that you're working together for the best possible outcome.
What it boils down to is the patients and families give us trust. They give us 100% of the trust and their confidence that we'll do the right thing, that we care about them, and we'll help them. Service attitude really is an obligation and a responsibility because of that. It is not extra. It is what they demand. It is what's expected. What are the components of service attitude that makes it great? One is welcoming. Second is being attentive. The third is anticipating. Welcoming component is the easiest in that you want to make the patient feel or the family feel that they're welcomed here, that it's okay to be here. They should be here and nowhere else. Being attentive to what they need, what they may need, what they're needing now, a blanket, a glass of water, a cup of coffee, and anticipating. Patients and families don't understand the healthcare as we do. We have to be able to anticipate what they're going to be asking next, what they may need to do next, and we have to be communicating to them and showing them what they need to do for themselves. Helps them to feel welcome, helps them to feel like we care and that they're important, and helps them to negotiate through an environment that is very difficult. It's not about doing great things where you're changing the world. It's really about doing little things, or at least what you think might be little, but that has a great, big impact on other people's lives.
We brought Kim in for the delivery of our second daughter 2 years ago. At 11:30 that night, Jackie was born. Nothing unexpected, no problems occurred during the actual delivery, but shortly thereafter, major problems cropped up. It was definitely a life-threatening situation for the next 24 hours.
It's all really blurry. I remember being in ICU and having the family brought in to me.
The service and the entire staff was just outstanding. They not only attended to my wife during all the complications, but they also took care of me and our oldest daughter, who was 3.5 at the time. Made sure they were comfortable, and matter of fact, one of the staff members gave Pamela, that's our oldest daughter, a little stuffed duck to make her feel better. And they treated her as if she was a patient.
And that same stuffed duck actually was sent in by my oldest daughter, who couldn't come in to see me, and she made sure that I was told to keep it with me, so it was on my pillow, and the nursing staff made sure that duck was on my pillow all the way into surgery, through surgery, and when I woke up, it was right next to me too. So it was, all of my daughter's love wrapped up right there next to me. It meant everything. You hear all the time about, hospitals not caring and just being a number and, worrying about the bottom line. And no way did we feel that way here. You're more than a number. And that means a lot.
I was treating an individual who was having a lot of pain, and the treatment was for pain, it was not for cure. And he knew this going in, and we were able along the way to eliminate a lot of his pain. As hospice took over his care and he came to the end, he spoke to his wife and the nurse about asking me to be a pallbearer in his funeral. And it made me realize that not only was I his therapist to help him, I became his friend, and it was the biggest honor of my career to know that he would want me to be there at the very end. So, yes, that was truly the biggest honor I've ever had.
Her name was Alice, and I know I've given her chemo before in the past, and we had one of our first snowstorms, and she was losing her hair, and I knew the family quite well also, and it was a really cold day. I thought to myself, well, that's not right. She can't go outside without a hat on. It's snowing, it was cold, and so I had a really nice fluffy hat that I had worn that day because I get very cold, and so I gave her my hat. A lot of people aren't as fortunate as we are in this world, and I just felt like it. I didn't even have to think twice about it. I just went and got it for her.
Well, when I had my experience here, it was I thought it was magical. It was a turning point in my life and my husband's life to become new parents and learning how to take care of a baby. The staff was empowering. It made you feel good, very positive, very motivating to take the next step and do the next, the next part of the process, the life process, whatever that is, While I was on maternity leave, the company I was with closed. And I decided at that time I was still buzzing from being here, having a great delivery, meeting great people, that I decided that I wanted to become a nurse. Now I'm the nurse, and now I'm helping the next girl down the line. So it's been a great experience.
CMH, at the current time, we're doing good. Our customer service, our service attitude is good. What I would expect going forward is to build on that, where each one of us look at ourselves and look at our surroundings, look at the patients, and try to endeavor to do our personal best, better than what we did before, to continue the efforts of exhibiting what service attitude is all about at our institution. We know it. We know what it is. We feel it. We just have to make sure that we build on it and then we share it with the world.
Personal best, nothing less. Personal best, nothing less.
Personal best, nothing less.
Personal best, nothing less.
And that's the way it should be.